today's video, welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be reacting to the Ava Kris Tyson situation. This video will be a bit more on the serious side.
This week, Mr. Beast had to fire his best friend of 16 years from the channel for serious allegations regarding a minor. But now people are claiming that Jimmy himself
A minor. Wow.
The entire time. The Olympics hasn't even begun yet, and we've got athletes being robbed and teams being sent home for allegedly spying on one another. Scientists have just made a groundbreaking discovery after they found something strange is producing oxygen on the sea floor. And the new army general has just said that the UK needs to be prepared to fight a war in 3 years' time. Oh, all of that!
By the way, this video will be kind of into multiple parts because I'm trying to make sure my videos are around below 15 minutes long.
And more, so let's get cracking. Okay, let's jump straight into the first story of the day, and that is the fact that after over 16 years of being best friends, after today, you will never see Ava Kris Tyson in another Mr. Beast video ever again. And that's because, as we all probably know by now, Ava formerly...
Okay, guys, do not take me as a bad person. Don't be mad at me, but I miss the old Kris.
Kris has officially quit due to the allegations of inappropriate behavior towards a minor. And yes, I can already see the comments. Guys, I know it does feel like every day we wake up this year and yet another person or celebrity is getting exposed for something. And I mean, you really know it is a theme when this whole topic has a theme song to it. I mean, I can't play it on YouTube, but you know exactly what I'm talking about. But the issue is now even Jimmy is getting dragged into this because former employees are accusing him of knowing the whole time. And after a couple of days of getting slammed online, finally broke his silence on the whole situation. So I'm gonna try and break this whole thing down in the most simple way possible. I'm not gonna go into the details about all of the, Kris allegations. I'm sure we've already seen that by now. But for those who don't know, you can essentially put them into 3 separate categories because each of the 3 have so many sub-accusations and stories to them that you just, you don't even really want to get into because it's kind of dark. But anyway, accusation number 1, inappropriately communicating with a 13-year-old boy when Kris, Ava, was 20. Accusation number 2, supporting and purchasing art from an individual who was known to have created illegal works of the CP variety. That is, yeah, it's a dark one. And
So Kris is Drake now, wow.
3, the general inappropriate tweets, comments, and messages, which I know aren't accusations themselves, but we're using all of this to demonstrate that this inappropriate behavior coming from Kris was not isolated, but rather a pattern of behavior. Now, slowly, after all of these claims started gaining traction online, Ava deleted everything off Twitter and Snapchat, which only made the situation even worse. Some of the biggest creators started speaking about it, like Tyson, Aiden Ross, Ninja, Penguin Zero, until the point where Ava finally addressed it. Ava apologized for any unacceptable past actions and said, "I don't want these accusations to impact the hundreds of people who I work with at Mr. Beast, which is why I've stepped away." Ava also denied ever grooming anyone and added that the person who is the claimed victim has vocally supported that it's all false. But despite the intention for all of this not to impact Mr. Beast, it might be too late. That's because during the peak of all of these allegations, a creator by the name Jake the Viking, who actually used to be an employee of Mr. Beast and featured in a number of the videos, came out and tweeted simply 2 words: Jimmy knew. Now, as you'd imagine, not only did this fuel a bunch of people going after Mr. Beast, but it also kind of backfired on Jake himself. Because people pointed out in the comments that if Jimmy did in fact know, we don't know if he does or didn't, then Jake would have had to know too, and he didn't say anything until it was trending. Anyway, to much of the world's anticipation, Mr. Beast finally made his own public statement. He said that he is disgusted and opposed to Ava Tyson's behavior online, and contrary to Ava's public statement, where it was a mutual agreement to part ways, Jimmy put it a little bit differently, saying that he had taken immediate action to remove Ava from the company, his channel, and any association with Mr. Beast. So from his side, it kind of seems like it's a firing. And then concluded by saying that he is launching an independent investigation into the whole matter. But here's where things get interesting, because I'm seeing 2 opinions split into whether or not Jimmy, Mr. Beast, should be held accountable. And honestly, both sides do have some fair points. One side is accusing Jimmy of knowing about Chris's behavior and that thing. People are saying that you don't just wake up one day and decide to become a you-know-what. Which, saying that it should be noted, remember these are still just allegations. Kris
Become a guy like Drake.
He's not a convicted, sus person. I can't say the word. Anyway, the argument goes that they were best friends for 16 years. And not just that, but when Kris had this illegal artwork hung up on the wall, that was in a home that they were sharing. So some are saying it's hard to imagine that Jimmy wouldn't have known anything. There are also some people pointing out that because, Mr. Beast is the biggest channel in the world and his videos are watched by literally millions of children around the world, having such a prominent character that is now facing allegations of child grooming, they say is absolutely unacceptable. Some have even started drawing comparisons between the Mr. Beast media company and Nickelodeon, which, I don't know, in this case, I think it's a little bit different. But hey, I've got to give you both opinions. Then you've got the people defending Mr. Beast on the other side. They say that, he handled this well and he took decisive action to remove Kris. As to whether he knew anything or not, well, as of right now, that's complete speculation. You can't really hold someone responsible for something based off of that alone. And to be fair, the argument which I believe is probably the most compelling is the amount of good work that Jimmy does do with his money and his fame, even just like the Beast philanthropy stuff alone, shouldn't be overshadowed by the allegations a former member of his team is now facing. And to be fair, considering just how many employees Mr. Beast now has and how big the brand name is, it's wild to think about how little controversy he's been in up until this point. Anyway, what do you guys think? Should Mr. Beast be held more accountable for this scenario, or should he not? Let me know in the comments, but let's move on.
Okay, we're actually going to be having 2 bonus videos. I've been looking for these bonus videos for so long. Okay.
Bro, the girl you're making this video about is 12! And the fact that 347,000...
You get it? So what the point of this song trend thingy is, whoever is there on the let a ninja smash, meaning you want to smoochy boochy that person. Like how your parents love each other? Yeah, like that. And as you can see,
bro, the girl you're making this video about is fucking 12! And the fact that 340...
basically that trend is just you like that person.
47,000 people liked this, basically agreed with what you said. That is concerning. Nah, bro, you know what I'm gonna do just for you, just this once? I'm putting your ass behind bars, bro. This shit is not cool, bro. That girl is 12!
Yeah. Second bonus video.
This lady has been plaguing this app for far too long now. Just look at this, bro.
Am I your TikTok crush?
Isn't that just wonderful? You at the age of 29, you're asking your audience of children if you are their TikTok crush. Something does not sit right about that with me, man.
I'm Lagrina, fan of TikTok Live, man.
Hey, Vegan Riz, I'm not sure if you know what these 2 letters stand for, but all I'm going
I don't either. Tell me in the comments, please.
to say is that people like us are not supposed to be saying that phrase.
I get the pink down that number. I told you. No, why would I want a mustache? Lame.
So on top of being racist and asking your audience of children if you're their TikTok crush, you're now asking them for money. Isn't that just nice? On top of that, weren't you the same person who started a GoFundMe, asked your audience for $30,000, and then spent $17,000 of those dollars in a single month? So not only is this TikToker a racist and a panhandler, she's also extremely weird towards her audience of children. And if you don't believe that she has an audience of children, just watch this video. So yeah, who do you think she's trying to appeal to here? Because I don't think any woman her age would find Skibbity Riz or Gyat very funny.
Yeah. So those are the videos, are the bonus videos. Those 2 people are Drake. Because Drake likes children. Bye guys, see you in the next video. Bye.
You giving up, please. To my dream. Boy, I got your bitch all on her knees. They know I'm a big bounce, got a big bounce in this bitch.